quick before we get started. I appreciate each and every one of you guys who emailed me about designing graphics for the channel yesterday. I received so many more responses than I had anticipated. I haven't had a chance to reply to everyone just yet. I am looking at and replying to the emails in the order they were received, so if I haven't gotten to you just yet, I will. Just bear with me. I will let you know one way or the other what I decide to do. All right, let's get into this. We are living in a society that seems to be fascinated with words. We're living in a culture obsessed with rhetoric. And just to be clear, I'm not talking about you and me. I'm not talking about us normal people. We're too busy to be worried about the meaningless musings of Kyrie Irving. Last night, the Brooklyn Nets suspended Kyrie Irving for 5 games. Why? Well, KC, it's obvious. Kyrie was demonstrating dangerous hate speech. No, that is not the reason Kyrie Irving is suspended. If the Nets were so offended, so worried about his rhetoric, they would have suspended his ass a week ago. Unless my eyes were playing tricks on me, I'm pretty sure the other night I saw Kyrie on the court against the Bulls. The reason the Nets suspended Kyrie Irving is because they were tired of dealing with the media backlash, the fake outrage. The same media who for decades has been repeatedly accused of being anti-Semitic. That same media is suddenly all about defending the Jewish community. According to the Anti-Defamation League, there were over 2,700 incidents of anti-Semitism last year, a record high. They blame a lot of that on the propaganda on social media and in the mainstream media. Earlier this year, 8 Palestinians were killed in a car accident in the West Bank of Israel. The Associated Press reported the story. Now, this was a car accident, okay? Car accident, just like we see every day here in America. Sometimes there's no one at fault. It's just an accident. Who did the Associated Woke blame for this? If wages were higher in Palestine, these innocent victims wouldn't have to travel to Jerusalem to work. This is why Israel should give the Palestinians their land back. Blatant propaganda. Let's just be real here. The shitfucks in the media, they could care less about the commentary of Kyrie Irving. This is not about stopping anti-Semitism. That's just the latest cause to be added to the list of woke boner words. This is about stopping free speech. We were given another example of this with the reaction to Sunny Hostin's comments yesterday morning on The View. The View. The View. The home of the Yentas. It's one of television's greatest mysteries, how this show continues drawing an audience. The View is nothing but 5 women polluting the air with toxic mouth farts. Anytime a man's invited on the show, talking about a real man, not a male birthing person. Anytime a man's on the show, they go out of their way to emasculate him. Remember the clip I showed you guys where one of the Yentas chastised Ted Cruz for speaking? Sir, may I call you sir? Is that your proper pronoun? You need to lower your voice when you get animated. It triggers me. It reminds me of the time my doctor yelled at me for all the trouble he went through turning me into a woke woman. Now, of course, the women who watched this show, they enjoyed watching Ted Cruz getting emasculated on national television. Girl power! But I'm not so sure they enjoyed what they saw yesterday. When you're in the business of television, you want to create content that appeals to your target audience. The majority of my audience is men between the ages of 25 and 54. I gear my content towards that demographic. If I came on here and insulted you, whether it's insulting your intelligence or insulting your beliefs, this channel would no longer exist. Apparently, Sunny Hostin missed this lesson in Broadcasting 101 because yesterday morning, she insulted her target audience. As you guys know, the midterm elections are coming up on Tuesday. According to every single metric available, woke shitfucks are about to take a beating. Not a pleasurable bongo pounding. The shitfucks, they are prepping themselves for woke welfare and life in the WNBA dump. The Democratic platform, it has been focused on abortion since the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Hell, it is literally the only thing they have to run on. They have spent months trying to convince women that evil men are trampling on your rights. They want to take away your choice to abort your 3-month-old birthing baby. This campaign was specifically targeted towards women. I mean, most men, don't give a shit about abortion. I don't care about abortion. I'm never getting pregnant. The men who do care are the small percentage of woke men who believe they have the ability to lay eggs. The shit fucks thought they would be able to sway the female vote on the abortion issue alone. But it's strange. When women are worried about their children being exposed to sexually graphic material at school by the teacher, when women are concerned about grocery prices doubling in the past 12 months, when they're spending $200-$300 a week on gas, when women are worried about issues that are impacting them today, the issue of abortion seems to be irrelevant. According to recent polling data, the majority of white suburban women are voting for Republicans in the midterms instead of the sea donkeys. Hell, at this point, you could run a baboon against some of these shit fucks and the baboon would win by double digits. This information triggered Sunny Hostin. Oh no, I am failing to reach people. My mouth farts have been neutralized by air freshener. Our favorite Yenta with the gender-neutral name decided to double down on the rhetoric yesterday morning. Watch for yourself.
I read a poll just yesterday that white Republican suburban women are now going to vote Republican.
Why?
It's almost like Roach's voting for Raid, right?
I think that's voting. No, it's insulting to the voter.
They're voting against their own self-interest. Do they want to live in Gilead?
Okay, so do we love
in the hands?
Do we love democracy or not? Because just saying that it's insulting to the voter. People make up decisions on what's right for their family, and the idea that you should have a say for everyone else's vote.
The fact that women are voting against
you
their
had a different view on abortion not that long ago, and you
I have that view.
But that issue is right. But then why is another woman not able to have a different view?
That white Republican suburban women are voting.
I'm struggling a little bit with this analogy. According to Sunny Hostin, white women voting for Republicans is the equivalent to roaches voting for Raid. Now, I'm not an expert in pest control, but the last I checked, Raid kills roaches, right? Raid kills roaches, abortion kills babies. So I'm struggling to draw the connection here. How does women voting for candidates who are against killing babies equal roaches voting for Raid? Even though the analogy was off, Sunny Hostin has been taking her classes seriously at Woke U. This tactic is straight from the Woke Bible, formerly known as Rules for Radicals by Saul Alinsky. When people are not doing what you want them to do, you attack them, you demonize them, you discredit them. How in the hell does Sunny Hostin know? Sunny Hostin! How in the hell does she know what the self-interest are for suburban women? She ain't a suburban woman. If I wanted to know the self-interest of suburban women, you know who I would ask? A suburban woman. I'm not going to rely on the opinion of some shitfuck to give me that information. Now, me personally, I didn't think what Sunny Hostin said was offensive. Now, to be fair, I'm rarely offended by anything, especially the verbiage of a professional victim. But there were many conservative women and suburban women who were offended by Sunny Hostin, which is fine. It's fine. I get it. But what I don't understand is the push for Sunny Hostin to be fired over her comments. I saw a lot of people on Twitter calling for Sunny Hostin to be fired. One of the more popular threads was started by something called The First on TV. I had never heard of this before. It is a free television network featuring people like Dana Lash, Bill O'Reilly, and Buck Sexton. Check it out for yourself. This type of rhetoric is appalling. Sunny Hostin should be fired immediately. Look, this is the exact same thing the shitfucks do. Anytime they are offended by words, by rhetoric. Kyrie Irving says something they don't like, suspend him. Kanye West says stupid shit, erase him from society. Now, I'm not in the business of defending shitfucks, and trust me, Sunny Hostin is a grade A shitfuck. But I do defend her right to speak. I defend her right to be a dumbass. You don't fight censorship with more censorship. You can't get angry with platforms, big tech, censoring voices they don't agree with, then turn around and push to censor voices you don't agree with. It's hypocrisy. It's the same thing that they're doing. If enough women get tired of smelling her mouth farts, the Sunny Hostin problem will take care of itself. Ratings on The View will decline. Less women will be watching. Ad revenue will go down. Then Sunny Hostin will be fired. But we can't continue firing people over words. I understand why normal people would support the firing of Sunny Hostin. I get it. Anytime a normal person says something even remotely offensive, they get canceled. But you're not going to win this battle by censoring the shit fucks. I don't want them to be censored. Let them speak. Every time these people open their mouths, more and more people are turned away from their movement. For decades, they lived in the shadows. They never revealed their true intentions because they knew America would outright reject it. They were emboldened during the summer of 2020. They thought America was finally accepting all their created myths. They took the mask off. Now, for some, it was okay to take the mask off. The view was appealing. For the vast majority of shitfucks, though, the mask needs to be put back on. No one needs to be exposed to the plastic face of Rachel Levine and Nancy Pelosi. Unless, of course, you're Rex Chapman. Did you guys see that shit? Rex Chapman said Nancy Pelosi was sexy. Now, I knew these people had an affinity for plastic, but I've always been under the impression their inflatable dolls were youthful in appearance. I didn't know they were wanker spanking to plastic woke women born in the 1800s. But anyway, people need to stop being so offended by rhetoric. If speech were regulated based on feelings, there would be no speech. Everyone is offended by something, which is exactly what they want. But give me your thoughts. Were you offended by Sunny Hostin? Should she be fired from The View over what she said? Now, I know it's not going to happen, but do you think it should happen? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.